Drudge Report's my favorite website. Everything there in one place, the best headlines, very fair, very aggressive, very bold. But is Drudge beginning to turn on President Trump? Many people keep asking me about this. I get texts. Did you notice this? What's up with Drudge? So we started to look into it. In August, the traditional-leaning Drudge Report began posting several anti-Trump stories, all kind of stacked together. Just on August 11th alone, there were 5 negative Trump headlines all in a row. You know, it's just, that's what you log on to CNN.com for. I don't know. But it just seems like the website has recently played up Trump gaffes and downplayed his successes. Now, of course, the liberal media has pounced on this shift in coverage.
There's no question that his tone has shifted. And in some ways, it's because he knows what side his bread is buttered on.
It's really stunning to see him, one of the president's biggest supporters early on, turn on him.
And the president is no doubt upset with the fact that Drudge has not been a strong ally in his selection of stories recently. These are signs that maybe the audience that they pay attention to the most is being told all's not well. That's why it's significant.
So why the change? For that, I'm now joined by Howard Kurtz, a Fox News media analyst and the host of the very successful Media Buzz. All right, Howie, you know, it's hard to really analyze each headline day to day to day. It's just impossible to do, but it's like being in a relationship when you notice someone's tone has changed and you can't really put your finger on it. Have you noticed the change in tone as well?
Jesse Waters' Drudge investigation. I love it. Look, I have covered Matt Drudge since he was an unknown blogger. And at this point in his career, he's primarily interested in clicks and riding the media wave. And the media wave, you may have noticed, Jesse, has been largely anti-Trump, really for a long time. So I think that he posts a lot of positive stories also about the president. He posts negative stuff about the Democrats. He tends to post the polls most favorable to POTUS. But people on the right who think that he is only going to be a cheerleader for the president don't quite understand how he sees his mission.
I've noticed, and I think we picked it up beginning in the late summer, maybe after the shootings or maybe after the Ukraine phone call and the impeachment thing began to pick up, there's just been an additional emphasis on some of the negative stories that you would see on other mainstream platforms. And, you know, he can do whatever he wants because it's his website and he's a great editor, the best in my opinion. But it's hard to tell whether, as you said, he's riding a wave for clicks or there's something personally inside his heart or his mind that has shifted against the president.
Well, here's a perfect example. Lead story on Drudge the other day. It was about the anonymous volume. Book bombshell. Pence would support Trump removal. First of all, that was a BS leak from the book. The book doesn't say that.
Right.
But then the next line said fake news, and it was a link to a story in which the vice president's team was saying that this was a crock. Look, Matt Drudge is an old line conservative. It is possible that he doesn't completely agree with the way Donald Trump has handled the presidency or his vision of conservatism.
And that's fair.
It is also possible that the White House doesn't leak to him much, although Drudge is mainly an aggregator these days, and a very good one, as you say. I'm not sure about that part, but I do think it's in this media impeachment, Ukraine environment, it would be hard for anybody who's not just running, you know, a RNC website to ignore the fact that there's a lot of negative press out there.
Because there's just an avalanche of this kind of impeachment information. To not cover it or to, you know, put some sort of spin on it that doesn't exist would be a disservice, I guess, to his readership. And his readership is absolutely enormous. 25 million visits a day. It looks like projections $9 to $30 million in revenue. Obviously, the guy knows what he's doing, but I'm just saying, Matt, I'm having people come up to me and they say, Jesse, you know, what's going on with Drudge? We go to Drudge for the different side of things, and that's all we're saying.
Right. People on the right who say, well, we're going to start an alternative to Drudge. Well, good luck with that, given his enormous traffic. And he's amazingly influential because everybody in the media, clicks on him 10 times a day. Maybe the White House needs to do a better job of getting out more stories.
Well, he's been pictured with the President of the United States. It's not like he doesn't have a warm relationship with him personally, but maybe things have changed. We don't know. All right, Howard Kurtz, there he is. All right, still to come.